Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Blatstein, the physician founder of Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. Today, I'm going to discuss, it's a project I started several months ago. It's federal prison news you can use. You can find it on my website at pprsus.com, or just you can try Googling federal prison news you can use. I put this in weekly, and it deals with the First Step Back Task Force that the new Bureau of Prison Warden Marshal has attempting, it's a work in progress, to get all of the wardens and all of the case managers, as well as Grand Prairie, Texas, to follow. And so we're going to start, actually, I'm going to start here. So we're going back to July and Lisa Legal, where the rubber meets the road. Lisa Legal is a great resource. You can go in lisalegal.com, as well as Federal Legal News. And William Marshall became the new director and promised that this new policy will ensure that the First Step Back earned time credits will be stacked with Second Chance Act for those eligible, allowing qualified individuals to be released early, directly to home confinement where appropriate. And so here is the direct. I linked it to this actual order, that memo that he released, but I've already clicked on it here and I've opened it up for us over here. And so you can read this all at your leisure, but essentially, the First Step Back earned time credits and Second Chance Act eligibility is going to be treated as cumulative and stackable, allowing qualified individuals to serve meaningful portions of their sentences in home confinement where appropriate. Conditional placement dates based on projected credit accrual and statutory timelines will drive timely referrals, not bureaucratic criteria. Stable housing and community reentry readiness, not past employment, will guide placement decisions. RRC, or halfway house bed capacity limitations, will not be a barrier to home confinement when an individual is statutory eligible and appropriate for such placement. This action marks a bold shift from years of inaction. And so I can go on and on reading, if you will. But here is the reality is he has great intentions. But as I go on, and I can't make this much larger, and this is when it first started, unit managers, camp and case managers they're not following the regulations. At one camp, a unit manager informed individuals waited for hours that there was no memo regarding the changes, despite having previously acknowledged its existence. These are notes that came into the Federal Legal News. Individual inmates wrote in notes to them, letters. I'm set for release in 4 months due to time credits, but I still owe over 200 days from COVID transit period. My case manager mentioned home confinement for eligible inmates, but dismissed it, saying I won't act until I get directives from central office. Alderson can be one of those failing to properly apply First Step Back and Second Chance Act credits. And it goes on to various other institutions, if you will. And so the moral of this right now, and this is at the very beginning, and right now we are at September 6th, 2025. It is 8:30 in the evening, is that it's still not working the way that the Federal Bureau of Prisons and Director Marshall wants it to. And so really it's up to, all of us. I too was convicted of a felony in 2006, but they didn't have First Step Act at that point in time. But it's up to everyone to make sure that you are prepared for your pre-sentence interview, that you on your own you track all of your earned time credits as you go, and you keep your own records. You don't get in any trouble. You don't use cell phones. You do your job. You take all the appropriate First Step Back programs that are offered to you. As soon as you get in, you take your risk assessment survey, because if you don't, they're still going to offer you the programs. You're just not going to get credits. And you have to go ahead and then take, and make sure that you log everything on your own, because they don't want to trust, the Bureau of Prisons to make sure that their records are 100% accurate. You have to have yours too. And then when you get close to your, halfway mark towards your release date, you just want to begin asking, your case manager, where do you stand? You don't want to be nagging them, if you will, because everybody is going to be pestering their case managers. But if you have to start the administrative remedy process, you want to start it. Please keep tuned to my YouTube channel. You can contact me for any reason. My phone number and address and email is going to be all over this YouTube and on the website. My phone is 240-888-7778. I appreciate you taking the time to listen and hope you have a good day.